Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Blake here. All right, so it's been a while since I made a video, especially a commentary like video like this one. Um, yeah, last few videos have pretty much just been unboxings, but now I have some time to start doing YouTube again, and there's a lot of new games coming out, a lot of new games that I've bought in that I am really eager to do YouTube content for, or at least featuring. And so this is some footage from the Infinite Warfare beta that obviously took place throughout the last few weekends or so. This is actually from the first week or from the first weekend. So, if things don't look, I guess, if they don't look how they looked in the second weekend, that's why. But anyway, yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about Infinite Warfare today specifically. How fitting, right? More specifically, I kind of wanted to talk about competitive Infinite Warfare or Infinite Warfare eSports, since we are pretty much closing in on the official launch of this game. It's November 4th, and the World Championships for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 have already concluded. So, I mean, for the most part, Black Ops 3's competitive lifespan is now coming to a close, and Infinite Warfare is your runner-up, man. It's your runner-up, whether you like it or not. I know a lot of people are trying to hold out hope that that Modern Warfare Remastered is going to be the competitive title for 2016, 2017 Call of Duty. It's pretty unlikely, man. It's pretty unlikely. I mean, it might have a side scene here and there, but it's pretty unlikely. And maybe I'll make a video about that later, like on the side or something like that. But anyway, today I want to talk about competitive Infinite Warfare. So, based on what I've played in this game so far, I've got to say that, well, for the most part, it reminds me of Modern Warfare 3 kind of mixed with Black Ops 3. Obviously, this is an Infinity Ward design game. So I know it's gonna feel like it's gonna feel like a lot of the Modern Warfare games, and probably Ghost is the only COD that I didn't play, so I can't really speak on that. But I mean, it feels like an Infinity Ward Call of Duty game. But since you have all of these brand new movement mechanics in, the the jetpacks and the wall running and all that other kind of stuff, the sliding, that kind of adds in the whole Advanced Warfare Black Ops 3 elements that we've come to know throughout the last few years or so, which is kind of why it feels like a Modern Warfare 3 meets Black Ops 3, I guess. Um, it doesn't really feel as Advanced Warfare, because in my opinion, Advanced Warfare was it just felt really clunky and really inconsistent. This game just feels extremely fast paced, kind of like Modern Warfare 3 felt, but at the same time, it doesn't really feel clunky. It does seem a little bit inconsistent at times, especially with the hit detection and just like some of the movement every now and then. But for the most part, it's pretty consistent. It's pretty smooth. It's 60 frames per second, so you can't really complain, like most games these days. So I mean, overall, I feel like the game runs well. I think my main problems with it thus far are probably the spawns. It feels like people spawn a little bit too close together. Oftentimes, you really have to aim down sight like all the freaking time in order to not get killed. Like, you like take 3 steps and there's a guy like right there, and it's just like, are you freaking kidding me? So you got to constantly aim down sights, and I'm not really sure if that's an issue with the spawns, or if it's just based on the map. I don't really know. um I think it's definitely more consistent, or it's more of an issue on certain maps. Like, I forget what it's called, but it's the map that takes place in like the rocket ship or whatever. There's dudes coming around every corner all the freaking time, and I don't know, maybe it's just how people have been playing lately, but in the beta there have been multiple times where I will kill somebody, and then like literally two more dudes will come around the exact same corner. So maybe there's just, people aren't really spreading out, or maybe people feel forced to take a certain route on maps all the freaking time. I don't really know. I guess that's something we'll have to figure out, something we'll have to learn more as the game's lifespan progresses. Um, but anyway, from a competitive standpoint, I think this game definitely has a lot of potential, and I've heard people say exactly just that. No one has straight up said, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be good for competitive," or "Yeah, this is gonna be trash for competitive." People have been saying that it has a lot of potential, and I've got to 100% agree with that. Even though I at this point I definitely kind of prefer Black Ops 3 over this. I think everybody would prefer Black Ops 3, and I think everybody would prefer a more modern Call of Duty over competitive Black Ops 3. But since this is what we are getting, I've got to say that this game definitely has a lot of potential. It's really fast paced. As you know, they've added in the health bars, so it's a little bit easier for spectators to be able to tell how close somebody is to dying. Um, it makes it a little bit easier to do callouts because you know exactly how many shots left somebody has in them before they die. That's one thing about Call of Duty that I don't know, I've had issues with in the past, was that depending on where you hit somebody on their body, they may or may not be one shot. Like you might put like 3 hit markers into them, but you'll hit them for that 4th time and they don't die, and it's like, what? And obviously you recover your health over time, so um that's obviously an issue too. But now with the health bars, even when your opponents do recover, you can actually see how much health they have left. So say you were shooting at somebody, they took cover for like a few seconds, you won't really be mistaken. Oh, he's one shot. You could just tell by their health bar. So that's another cool thing that I definitely like that they added into that game. I actually wish other Call of Duties had health bars, but um, yeah, my favorite game, one of my favorite games, Destiny, it has health bars. So yeah, I've kind of gotten used to that, and seeing it in this game is definitely really nice. Now, obviously, there is, I think there's gonna be kill confirmed on launch. Obviously, there's domination in this game. I'm pretty sure they'll have capture the flag, all the typical Call of Duty game modes. So it's not like we're losing any of the core like competitive game modes in Infinite Warfare. Most of it's going to be a lot of the same. It's just more of the way the game plays that people are going to have to get used to. It's just the guns that people are going to have to get used to. And one thing that I noticed in this game that I think a lot of people are going to be happy about, the sniping. Sniping is like legitimately back. Like pretty much every sniper now is a one-shot kill no matter where you hit. Now there have been times where like I'll get one hit marker and I'm like, what? Why didn't it one shot? But like for the most part, when you're sniping, you're probably gonna get a one shot kill every single time. I don't know. I find it a little bit annoying because I feel like it adds or it takes away from the skill a little bit. But I think a lot of quick scopers, people who like to make sniping montages, or people who like to run sniper in competitive. I don't know how common that is, but if that's something that you're into, yeah, you'll probably definitely be really, really, really happy about that. Um, let's see, what else can I possibly touch on regarding this game? Oh, that's right, probably one of the most important things to mention. Hopefully I'm getting this right, but I guess they brought back weapon variants in this version of the game. Now, the last time weapon variants have been in COD was Advanced Warfare. Um, yeah, I I have to disagree with weapon variants, mainly because it adds sort of an RNG element to the game where you're pretty much praying that you get good drops from supply drops just to get, upgraded weapons that, add perks to kind of help you get that advantage over your opponent and their gun. You guys could be using the exact same gun, but if you have a better variant of that gun, it's like, it's not really, if you get the kill, it's not really because you're a better player. It could be more because you have the better variant of the gun. Um, I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully that's not an issue, because if they implement something where you're playing offline, you have access to all the variants, then, or if you're playing via LAN, you have, or custom games, you have access to all the variants. If that's a thing, that's fine. If as long as that's a thing, competitive will be fine. But I believe that was the thing in Advanced Warfare, so that's not really that big of a deal. But even as somebody who plays pubs a lot, it's kind of freaking annoying, because it's like, well, geez, I want to do well, but I don't want to have to like rely on like a freaking weapon that's just like top tier when I'm like stuck with this variant that, because I haven't gotten lucky in a supply drop, all that other kind of stuff. So that's one crucial thing that I noticed that they added into the game that could affect competitive in one way or another, though I don't think it will, because I'm pretty sure Infinity Ward is smart enough to at least unlock all the variants for LAN mode or whatever they decide to do. But lastly, I just wanted to say that MLG Vegas was actually announced this week. It is happening December 16th through the 18th, and they're going to be featuring a Call of Duty tournament as well as Overwatch. Now, since this is pretty much the end of Black Ops 3's lifespan in terms of competitive or slash esports, I'm going to go ahead and assume that Call of Duty title that will be featured at MLG Vegas will be Infinite Warfare, and it'll probably be the first like large scale Infinite Warfare LAN. The Call of Duty event is actually, it's an open regional, so you know, if you have a team at the time, you can actually go and sign up and compete. So I think MLG Vegas, if it is actually going to be Infinite Warfare, I think MLG Vegas will be the first event where we'll really see this game in action as an esports. So it'll be really interesting to see for sure. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But anyway, yeah, I definitely feel like this game has quite a bit of potential. I guess we'll just have to see how things play out. I'll probably make future videos about it, talking about the competitive side of it as the game launches. And so yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to drop a sub if you enjoyed and if you haven't subbed yet. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. You guys keep on gaming. Peace out.